Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 6 of the SWSW Series. I'm Mr. Bess from the Fortunate 10, and I'm going to be going over the advantages of a home-based business. So I'm going to be dropping some valuable information, and I want to give you guys some value. A lot of people are sleeping on home-based businesses, but personally, I feel like everybody on earth should have a home-based business. So what I'm going to do, man, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, for number one, there are 2 tax systems in the United States. Number one, there's 2 tax systems in the United States. Now, most people think that it's one tax system for the rich people, and they think that it's one tax system for poor people. But in reality, you got one tax system that make you rich, two, you got the tax system that make you poor. Simple. And you will understand what I mean as the video continue to go. Now, the one that makes you rich, is for people that own businesses. And the one that makes you poor is the one for employees. Now, I'm going to just be honest. Now, most of the advantages and most of the benefits go to people that own businesses. That's just how America is set up. It was built on entrepreneurship. Now, the tax laws are created to benefit who? People that own businesses. Now, let's get started talking about a home-based business. I'm going to do a scenario of a person that just work a job versus a person that work a job and owns a home-based business. Now, number one, this is a person, he work a job, right? 9 to 5 job. Jobs aren't all bad, but you got to know what ball game you're in so you can win at the game. You got one person that work a 9 to 5 job. Number one, okay, you got good health benefits, or whatnot, but number one, the average worker, give away 1/3 of their income to taxes. Two, think about how much money do you spend. Think about the money that you spend throughout the year. How many miles do you travel? Ask yourself, how many miles do you travel? How much food do you buy? How much dry cleaning do you take to the cleaners? These things are non-tax deductible. You get no tax deductions while working a job. No tax deductions. No tax deduction. Now, that's about it. The government take 1/3 of your income while you working a job. Nothing wrong with the job, but you just got to understand what you're doing. Now, 1, they take 1/3 of your income. 2, you get no tax deductions. You get no deductions. Now, let's look at a person who works a job, right? This person is going to work a job. Let's say this person right here. He also works a job, but he also owns a small home-based business. He works a home-based business. Now, this person can work this same job, right? And because he's on this tax system, because he owns a business now, he's on this tax system. He, number one, pay less taxes. So just by owning the business, he put this 1/3 back into his pocket. So he lowered his taxable income. Number 2, he got over 450 tax write-offs. Think about your child care expenses. Think about how many miles you travel per year. The average person travels about 15,000 miles per year. And the government, you know what the government is going to do? The government is going to give this person that owns a small business or a home-based business, he's going to give him 57 cents every mile he travels. 57 cents for every mile he travels. Versus this guy that only works a job, right? He don't get any of that. The mileage that you do going back and forth to work. If you mention your business while you at work, that's tax deductible. When you go to the gas pump and buy gas, just by owning a business, that becomes tax deductible. When you go out to eat, you mention your business, that becomes tax deductible, you guys. Like I said, there are two tax systems. It's one that make you rich and one to make you poor. Now, this one, for the employees, this system is designed to take your wealth away from you. The tax system that makes you poor, which is the workers' tax system, the tax system that allows the government to take a third of your income, is taking your wealth away from you. Because when they take your taxes away from you, they're going to invest your money, right? They're going to invest your money and make themselves rich off of your money. Why not own a business, own a home-based business, put that money back into your pocket and go invest it yourself and make yourself rich? So you're going to go from this tax system that's making you poor to this tax system that can possibly make you rich. Makes sense, right? It definitely makes sense, right? Now, it's much more tax advantages. Now, look, check this out. More time. The person that's on this tax system is trading his time in for dollars. You trade your time in for dollars, right? This person here is also working a job, but he's working a business too. So he's liable to make one. Let me erase some. Let me erase some more stuff. This person right here, the person that works a job and owns a home-based business, he got the opportunity to make multiple streams of income. He got the opportunity to make business income. Now, for those that work a job and own a home-based business, you got the opportunity to eventually walk away from your job and you get more time with your family. More time with your family. And with the opportunity to create unlimited amount of income. Now this guy, which is on this tax system, he has limited amount of income. He has limited income. The boss tells you how much you can make versus a person that owns a business, you tell you how much you can make. See, people so caught up in traditional business that they get scared of business. You don't have to go buy a building and sell, have employees, rent out a building and spend hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars creating a traditional business when you can have a home-based business and write off the things that you're going to already buy already. Makes sense, right? You already pay for internet, right? You already pay your cell phone bill, right? You already pay your car note, right? All you have to do is get a home-based business. It's the cheapest way to get wealthy. Now, the cheapest I ever heard of having a home-based business is $34.95. That's the cheapest I ever heard to have a home-based business. And just by having a home-based business, you get to write off everything, your whole lifestyle. The government is actually buying your business for you. Because when you get into business for $34.95, you're actually going to write that $34.95 off. That's crazy. The government just paid for your business. Versus going to work, and there's nothing wrong with working a job. You just got to know, if you want to get wealthy, you got to do something that wealthy people do. If you want to get wealthy, you got to do what wealthy people do. And obviously, wealthy people know something that poor people don't know. And this is one of the things. This is secret. See, it's not really hidden. It's just, for one, you got to read. For two, you got to critical think. Now, if America was built by entrepreneurs, don't you think they would, benefit people that are entrepreneurs? Think about it. If you aren't an entrepreneur in America, if you're not trying to own a business or anything in America, if you're not trying to invest, if you're not trying to get wealthy, if you're not trying to own your own, then it's pretty hard to get rich in America unless, I mean, it's just point blank period. It's hard to get rich in America if you're not owning anything. That's the only way. Ownership is the most important thing to get wealth. So like I said, 2 tax systems. The number 1 tax system is the one that makes you rich. The second one is the one that keeps you poor. And that's the one that most people do. It's just work a job and the government take your money and give you a tax refund and make you think that you're on top by giving you a big tax refund when you get a small home-based business and write off all of the things that you're going to pay for anyway and end up getting a bigger refund because you don't wrote off over 450 things. You just wrote off 450 things. Plus, you don't make business income. So once you write everything off, you're going to end up with a bigger tax refund and you gave the government less of your money. Versus you working all year, give the government your money, and they give you back a little lump sum, you know, to pacify your problems when you struggled all year. Now, not everybody struggle, but if you make $100,000 a year, the government gonna take $25K off the top. Now, if you ask any wealthy person, wealthy people do not overpay taxes. That's just like the number 1 rule. I'm not gonna overpay taxes. What do you think Donald Trump is doing? He owned businesses. He used his tax laws to his advantage. You gotta start thinking like wealthy people. See, I believe that it's the mindset. The mindset. See, this comes with a mindset right here. Both of these are mindsets. The business owner mentality and the worker's mentality are 2 different things. Now, the worker's mentality feel like it's okay for the government to take my money. That's the worker's mentality. I want to give away my money off the top, like I'm supposed to. It's not, you don't have to do that. Legally, you can minimize your taxes by shifting your income through a home-based business. You don't have to go buy a building. It's pretty simple, man. It's pretty simple. Now, you got business income as an advantage of a home-based business. 2, you minimize your taxes with the home-based business. 3, you got tax write-offs. There's so many of them, bro. Now I want to ask you something. Now if you driving, you might as well throw $1 out the window for every 2 miles you travel if you don't own a home-based business, because you're basically giving away money. You're basically giving away money if you're driving. Well, I'm not going to make this episode too long. I just wanted to show you guys a brief overview of how you can benefit from a home-based business. It's very simple. Like I said, I'm stressing it a lot. 2 tax systems in America. One to make you rich and one to make you poor. If you're trying to get rich, you got to play by the rules that rich people play by. And one of the rules that rich people play by is owning a business. You got to own a business. If you don't own a business, they're raised to get rich. But number 1, you're going to have to minimize your taxes if you work in any job. If you work in any job and you're trying to get wealthy, you got to minimize your taxes. Or you're going to be saving your money in a savings account that's not collecting you any interest trying to get rich. It's going to take. But I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. Thanks for tuning in, man. This is Mr. Bess, and I'm out of here.